Hello, Chain Gang. Welcome back to the Four Chains. And today we are right across from these Bellagio fountains at the Paris Hotel playing day 3 of the World Series of Poker main event.
Okay, day 3. Over 10,000 people entered. About 6,500 have already been eliminated. I'm not going to talk about how many make the money because I don't want to think about that right now. I'm in 855th place. I think there's, like I say, 3,000 and change left. So I'm going to really be focusing. I won't be filling as many hands. So, but you will get updates every break. All right, love you guys. Thanks again for the support. I don't know how much I can say that.
Okay, this first hand with killers, we got blinds at 1-5 and 2.5. I am in the low jack with king, queen of spades. I decide to raise it up, obviously. I get one caller, which is Arden Cho, on the blinds. Arden Cho is very famous internationally, has like $3 million Instagram followers, is a very accomplished poker player, and was a star of the TV show Teen Wolf and the movie The Last Airbender Avatar World. Something, I don't know, I'm tired. But anyways, I know she's aggressive, and I try to play off of that. The small blind and the big blind fold, and the flop comes king, queen, 8. Now, obviously I smashed this flop. I have top 2, but there's some hidden dangers here. There's 2 spades, there's possible straight draws, backdoor straight draws, but still, I've smashed it so much, I think Arden probably has nothing but one of those draws. And so I think the best way to get more money in this is to check, which I do. Arden Cho bets 10K as expected. And now I can't wait for those draws to come through. So I re-raise and Arden folds. And that hand really worked out for me. But it wound up being the last hand that I played at that table, including the first hand, because they broke our table up and we went to a new table.
And just like that, we are breaking, going to another table. But I didn't have to pay the blind. Second break, first break. Well, first of all, that first table that had Arden Cho at it, and Fernandez and Moshe, great guy, super aggressive. I really didn't want to be at that table, and it broke after 4 hands. I won one of those 4 hands, and I didn't have to post the blinds. And then I go to the new table. I won my first hand there, but this table I'm not prepared for them because I don't know who they are, and I haven't studied them. So it started off slow at first, and then once I got kind of a handle on them, at the end of the first break, I was down to 172, and now I'm back to 210. So about what I started with. We're coming back after the second break, blinds at 2,000 small blind, 4,000 big blind, 4,000 big blind ante. So, some people are going to start to go all in, and this is the shot behind. Everybody sees that. That's how that gigantic crane camera. Anyways, going to get back to break. As always, thank you so much for your guys' support. Day 3, one more level until dinner. Okay, dinner break. Day 3. Lucky to be here. That first table was brutal, but then they moved us, and I moved to another room where there's no fear of being on TV, where it's super hot. You might think poker players like that, but they do not. It's just a really unpleasant situation to play in. But anyways, I'm at 313,000. I got my one daily bluff through, which I always show because then I want to get credit when I do have hands. Maybe he's bluffing again.
Now I'm in a hand with a guy who I guess I can call my friend now, Matt, since we are no longer, as you watch this, at the same table. I obviously don't know that Matt has pocket tens, and I would have played this very differently if I would have. But he has pocket tens. I'm not sure how relevant this is, but Matt is a very physically attractive guy. And in addition to his attractiveness, he had some really nice looking sunglasses. And previously, I had to look away because I noticed that they were mirrored sunglasses and I could see the tops of his cards. And it stood to reason that I could see the underside of his cards. on a hand I was not in. I looked over and I did see his cards. And obviously, that is an enormous advantage, but I decided to tell him anyways. And the dealer did confirm that she could see his cards as well. So he took them off, and that was good. Now, some of you may comment that I'm an idiot for doing this in the biggest poker tournament of all time, but I really feel like karma is a thing, and I feel like it is a big mistake to not play poker honorably, and I'm okay if you flame me in the comments about that. But anyways, so he has pocket tens, understandably. He opens it up. I have king queen suited in the button, in position. This is a raise hand. Then the small blind and the big blind folds, and of course he completes with tens. Now, I can't put him on anything at this point. I'm just not that good. But I'll explain to you why I bluffed on this hand. I think a lot of people think, well, when you don't have it, that's when you should bluff because you have no chance of winning the hand if you don't have a good hand at showdown. That's part of bluffing, but the other part has to be that the bluff makes sense. So you tell me in the comments whether you think this bluff makes sense. The flop comes ace, six, deuce with two diamonds. He checks, I check back. I have nothing except backdoor draw situations, and of course, I'm probably convinced that I could hit a king or a queen, and maybe, who knows, if he's got queen jack or jack 10, I could win at showdown. Only a little bit scared of those hearts. I don't want to bloat the pot. So, the turn comes a jack. He checks, I check back again. Now I have some equity here. I could hit a 10, a king, or a queen, and obviously I'm nervous about hearts for my opponent. I probably should have bet here with the 10 making a straight, but I did not. I checked back hoping the river would be good, and now it's a 4 of diamonds. Okay. So is this a good board to bluff? I'll tell you what I was thinking here as he bets 20,000. So 20,000 into the pot, that's about a third pot. It bloats it up a little bit. And I'm thinking to myself, would he play an ace this way? Or would he play a jack this way? He did not play on the turn. Obviously, he doesn't have ace jack. Obviously, he doesn't have a set. So what could he have? Well, in my opinion, he could have tens, nines, eights, sevens, fives, maybe, but I think he would have laid fives down. But in this situation, it's those hands or a heart draw. Keep in mind, I don't have a heart in my hand. There's two hearts, so that could mean he was hoping to hit a heart draw. He didn't. He bet hoping to take the pot down. I would be a lot more scared if of course, I was wrong that he had the heart draw, which is what I thought. But then again, if he has a pair below an ace or a jack, can he really call a strong re-raise? So I just did that, and he folded. I take it down. Let me know in the comments whether you think I played that good, bad, or frigging terrible.
I think I got pretty lucky with flops. There's some really aggressive players at our table, and when I'm, min raising with Queen Jack or King 10 or something like that, it always gets re-raised, and then I have to fold. But once I get a handle on tables, I do really well. Once I kind of know how everybody plays, I can adjust, and that's gone well. So 313,000, 10,000, just to give you some stats, I don't think I did that yet. 10,112 entered. Dinner break day 3, there's like 2,400 left, something like that. I mean, maybe there's less. They haven't updated. I don't know how many make the money because I don't want to make decisions. I don't want to make bad poker plays just so I can minimum cash. I really want to try to do better for that. Every day I stay in is more thing for the vlog. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get this out because I'm so exhausted. I didn't even go anywhere for dinner. I just ate one of my protein bars and Oh, Angie says I have to film like this. And then my hands in front of... You know what? I suck at this. Never mind. Bye.
Just count that. Count it. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, the guy with drugs, no. Line it up. No. Just want to count them at 20. Match that.
So in case you don't notice that, that is all-in jacks called by all-in eights, called by all-in queens. The eights gets a set on the flop, and the jacks river the straight. So now we're counting them all down. How shocked are you guys I didn't get busted on that third time?
Now this hand was truly embarrassing. I call an all-in with ace-king. Nothing wrong with that. He had king 9, but when the 8 came on the river, I thought he hit the 8, and it turns out I had a flush, so it did not matter. What a bonehead.
I hit the flush. So,
You gotta show it. Here, show the
Well, of course I'm gonna show it. It's for the vlog.
Obviously,
Obviously, it's are you out of your mind? Now, in case, was I risking my tournament life? Let me see. Does this guy have me out chipped? Oh.
having trouble sleeping the past couple nights.
Oh, really?
oh, me too. All right, I almost got in a fight with the chip leader, but we hugged it out afterwards. I'm not going to tell you what I did because he's going to write it in the comments with a lot of F words. We got 300,000 exactly tomorrow. Red 4098 6. Yeah. Let's see here.
Thank you. Yellow in the bag. Do not close that bag without a yellow.
Hell yeah.